Okay, here we go.
Or are they,
Can you just be quiet? Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's add up all this right here. Oops, sorry for moving it. Wrong item. Add these all up to find the perimeter. And then to add the cost of $2 per inches. So 24 plus 38, because 19 plus 19 is 38, equals to 86. That gives you 86 times 2, okay, times 2 equals to 172. So what is the total cost to decorate all sides of the frame with stones? The total cost to decorate all sides of the frame with stones is $172. Okay, make sure you answer stuff that are in a question, answer in a complete sentence. Okay, so here 19 times 19 is equal to, oh, hold on, 361. 24 squared is 576 equals to c squared plus 576 equals to 1152 equals to c squared, square root. Okay, now be careful here. It says to leave your answer as a radical. So this radical 152, try it on your calculator. It is not a perfect square. So 11, I'm going to test it anyways to make sure. Nope, it's not. So we're going to leave it in radical form. And the question is, what is the diagonal measurement of the frame with the wood frame? Okay. Okay, the diagonal measurement is, okay, you guys finish writing this because it'll take time for me, is square root of 100. Diagonal measurement, okay? You understand. Okay. And then this one here we did in class. Okay, no textbook tonight. No textbook. Don't do this one. Just the worksheet. That is, uh-oh. Okay, I need the worksheet. Okay, right here it is. Just do this worksheet here. Suppose you're visiting your grandparents for Christmas. Your parents drove 60 miles per hour for 2 hours to get when you got to your grandparents' house. Okay, 0 hours is 0 miles. You're still at home. Okay, you stayed at your grandparents for 4 hours. Okay, but your parents before then drove 60 miles per hour for 2 hours. Okay, so here's hour 1 at 60, and then another 60 makes 120 for 2 hours. Okay. You stayed there for 4 hours. So here's hour 1, it's 120. Here's hour 2, that's 120. Here's hour 3, it's 120. Here's hour 4, 120. Mark it down. Some of you put too many. Some. After the visit, your family head back home. Your parents drove 40 miles per hour all the way home. Okay, we want to subtract 40. We're driving back. Your parents are driving the way back home. back is a minus, so you start minusing 40 here. Okay, so minus 40, you get 80, minus another 40, you get 40, minus another 40, you get 0, so you get home in 9 hours. Okay, now graph this. The coordinate plane, label your graph clearly. Okay, you want to label your graph clearly. Okay, then X is the number of driving time in hours. And don't forget the driving distance in miles. Alrighty. Alright. Then the hours is 1 through 9, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every 2, 6, 7, 8, 9 to fit them all. We got 120, so we can count them by tens. I'm going to do by tens. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Uh-oh, sorry, that's 20. Oh my gosh. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Each block represents 10, though I'm skipping every other one. 120. I don't need more than 120 because my highest driving distance is 120 here. So I'm wasting time if I do more. 0, 0 is here. 160 is here. 2, 120 is here. And then you stayed there for 4 hours. So here's hour 1. 3 is at 120. 4 is at 120. 5 is at 120. 6 is at 120. Okay, let me make it on the line a little bit better. 5, 6 is at 120. Okay. Uh-oh, not that dark. Alright. Right here. Right there. Oops. Right there. And 87 is 80. Oh. 7 is 80. 7 is 80. Let's make it big, nice and 7 is 80. Oh, that's too big. Okay. 8 is 40 and 9 is 0. 8 is 40. 9 is 0. Right there, they get home. Okay? So, uh-oh. You could have counted by ones here for each block at the bottom. It'll look the same. This trapezoid shape going home. Write an equation in slope-intercept form to represent each piece of the graph. Okay. First piece. First piece is 1 to 2 hours. The first piece is 1 to 2 hours, or 0 to 2 hours. Okay? In math, that's how you write 0 to 2. The equation, we got B here, B, the y-intercept. We got B equals to 0. The purple dot is B, the y-intercept. Remember the y-intercept right here on that line. The y-intercept is there, so it's this point. Slope, we know slope is 60. If you go, well, you can subtract 60 minus 120 and get, 120 minus 60, and 2 minus 1, you get 60. Or you realize the speed is also slope, okay? So the speed here is 60. So my m is 60. So because I have slope and y-intercept, I can use the formula y equals to mx plus b to substitute it in. So y equals to m, which is 60x, plus 0. Or you don't have to write the 0 at all. If you leave like this, it's okay. I will count it, but you need to know that a blank nothing is also 0. Now, you can use point slope to do this. That means you can choose 2 points and do point slope and get the same answer. That takes too long for me. So we'll do point slope on this line right here. I'm going to highlight in green. This one needs point slope because it doesn't have a y-intercept, okay? So the second one from 2 to everything but including 2. 2 to 6 hours is it's a horizontal line, so y equals to 120. Now, you can use point slope and you'll get the same answer. What I mean by point slope is you can choose 2 points. The last line is 2 points. Let's say I choose this dot and the last dot here. That dot is 7 and 80 and 9 and 0. You can use point slope for that. So I'm going to choose 0.9 and 0, and my slope, we can find slope by y2 minus y1, 0 minus 80. Okay. Now m equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, m equals y2 is 0 minus y1, 80, over y2, which is 9 minus 7. So my slope is 80 over negative 80 over 2. My slope is a negative 40. Notice it's the exact same thing as right here, minus 40. Speed is the same thing as slope. If you guys haven't gotten that so far, y1 minus y minus y1, m equals to x minus x1, point slope. Okay, y minus 0 equals to 40, parentheses x. Oh, that's a negative 40. Negative 40. That's a negative 40, you guys, sorry. Minus 9. So we get y minus 0 equals to negative 40, x, negative and a negative is a positive 360. Okay, right there. So negative 40x. Okay, so the y-intercept in this case is 360. Makes sense. If you continue on this line in the route and continues, most likely it's 300 something on that graph. Okay, it intercepts on the y. That's how you use point slope. Now you can do this for all of them, remember. You can choose 2 points here, find slope. In the end, you'll get this as an answer. Same thing here. You can choose 2 points, find the slope, and get the same thing. You can always use point slope if you forget the shortcut of making a linear equation. Okay, now let's look at the back here. Oh, same question as the first one. I didn't realize. Sorry, guys. Okay. Here's the garden. A rectangular garden. The dimensions is 12 by 9. 12 by 9. The school built a 5 feet walkway. Hey, they want to make sure there's plenty of walkway. 5 feet walkway. Okay? Around the rectangular garden. What are the new dimensions with the sidewalk included? Okay. Alrighty. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right? That gives me 12 here. And that's 9. And then because it's added 5 feet of walkway. So the dimensions originally is this, and then 5 feet of walkway. So these little squares are 5. They're 5 feet. Okay, so basically this length, 5 plus 12 plus 5 is 22. So the width is 22. Well, and then this way, the 9 plus 5, not 5 plus 9 plus 5 is 19. So that is the length. So the dimensions of the walkways, the new dimensions of the garden with the walkway is the new dimensions with the walkway are, is it is or are? I don't know, you guys. My English is horrible. 22 feet wide and 19 feet long. Okay? Can't believe wide and then length. That's so wrong. Okay. Your class wants to install a 3-foot picket fence. Now it's just a picket fence. This number 3 doesn't mean anything. Around the garden to keep students from stepping on the flowers. The picket fence cost 5 linear feet. So the class wants to install a picket fence around the garden. Hey, this is only around the garden, not around the walkway either. So let's say the garden. Here's the garden only, no walkway. So the garden only is 12 by 9, or is 9 feet by 12 feet. Here, this little thing for feet. You do not use 22 and 19 here, okay? Because it's only around the garden, not the walkway. The walkway is for people to walk. So, how much will the fence cost if it's $5 per linear foot? Well, if this is 12, make sure it goes around 9, 12, 9, and 12. We're going to put a fence around it. So 12, around the 2 12s, around the 9s, and we multiply that answer by 5. It's a lot of, okay? So that's 24 plus 18. So 24, just to make sure, I can do this in my head, but I'm going to make sure 24 plus 18 equals to 42 times 5. $5 for each one. Times that by 5, you get $210. So how much will the fence cost? The fence will cost $210. To catering company. Company A charges $75 plus $5 per person. Company B charges $100 plus 75 plus $5 per person times P. But hey, look, they say person use X. The total cost for each company for any number of person X will be calculated using the equation Y for total cost. Hey, not P for person. We need to erase that P and put an X for person. Company charges $100 plus 4 times the number of person, so times X. The total cost, okay. Write an equation for each company. Let's company A. Company A A is Y equals, Y is total cost. Total cost is $75 plus $5 for every person, and every person is X. Company B is Y equals to $100 per person, $100 fixed fee plus $4 per person, X for number of people. Okay. Okay, create the graph for the company. All right. Oh, can we do this? Oh no, I gave you guys the wrong graph. Okay, it won't be like this on the test. So y-intercept is at 0. Can't go up 4 over 1 on here. Too hard. Okay, make sure you know how to graph. Okay, I'm going to give you numbers that you can graph easy than this. It's impossible. Make sure you know the two lines intersect. Make sure that means the coordinate where they intersect. What is significant of this coordinate right here relating to the problem situation. And if you're planning an event of 25 or less or 25 or more, which company would you hire, and explain. Okay, so based on the graph, you should be able to do that and explain what your y-intercept mean. Oh, the y-intercept here, the company A, y-intercept of 100 means that is their fixed fee or the setup fee of $100. Okay, and okay, we'll write that down. Company A, the fixed fee of 100 is $75 is your y-intercept. Company A, y-intercept is $75. That's the fixed fee or the setup fee. Company B, y-intercept, you do the same, okay? Finish writing it. Practice writing it even though I'm not done so you can not forget on your